Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So yeah, this is crazy because my makeup on this side is different than that side. That's because I recently was, on YouTube and I saw this girl. I don't know her name. I don't remember her name, but I will put it somewhere on the screen. And she did like French versus English makeup, American versus, I don't know, Arabic makeup. And I thought that was so freaking cool. Like, I almost watched all of her videos. I loved it. But then I saw that there was no video Dutch versus something else. And as you may know, I live in Holland, born and raised here. So what I wanted to do is do half of my face like the typical Dutch makeup and then the other half typical Indian makeup. But of course, this is full glam. And before we're gonna jump into the video, please, this is not a video where I want someone to feel offended, especially people living in Holland. Maybe this is not the way you do your makeup. Maybe you like this side. Maybe you are wearing like a bold lip and eyeliner and stuff like that. That is okay. I just did the makeup based on me being a makeup artist, and like 95% of the people that walk into the store and want me to do their makeup, this is what they ask for. So based on that, based on my experience, this is the makeup I did. So please keep it friendly, and if you do want to see how I made this video, what I used, then please keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started. I moisturize my face, I prime my eyes. Let's now do brows. This side of my face will be the Indian part and this one will be the Dutch part. So let's do this. So of course for this part I am going to use a brow gel. This is a deep dark brunette by MAC and we're going to go for a sharp dark brow. Okay, so for the left brow, I'm just going to use a brow set, like a brow mascara. This one is also by MAC in the shade Brown Ebony. And to be honest, like when I'm at work and people come in, for their brows and they're looking something, they want it to be natural. So like half of the people just like a pencil just to fill in any gaps, and then the other half just likes brow mascara just to make it a little bit more fuller. So that's what we're gonna do. And of course there are people who like a sharp brow like I do most of the time, but to be honest, that's not something I see very often. Sometimes I also only do this when I'm in a hurry and I need to go out and I want to do something about my brows, then this is the product I take. That's why I have it. Okay, so now for the fun part. On the Indian side, I'm going to use the Hudabeauty, what is it called? Rose Gold Edition eyeshadow palette. And then for the Dutch side, I'm going to use this Sigma palette and it's called the Warm Neutrals. I'm going to start with the Dutch side, and what I see often is a very simple eye look. So a little bit of a lighter color on the eyelid and then a little bit here just to make it a little bit more darkened, but not too much. Like that is what I hear all the time. Maybe that's because my makeup is always very much and very bold and people are afraid that I'm going to do the same at their face. So maybe that's just my experience. But whenever I have someone in my seat, this is 9 out of 10 times what I hear. So that's what we're going to do. So I am taking this color right here. Don't mind the broken nail. And a MAC 242. And I'm just ever so lightly patting this color onto my eyelid. And then I'm going to take this matte brown shade to deepen up the crease a little bit more. And before people are going to be offended, of course there are people here in Holland who like their makeup just like I do or more bold, but it's just a look that I'm showing you that I see 9 out of 10 times. So don't be offended. I know there are a lot of girls and boys who like to be bold and have a wing eyeliner that reaches up to the sky, but it's just not something that I see so often. So don't hate, okay? Okay, for now we're gonna leave the eye the way it is. Pretty quick, right? And we're gonna move on to the other side, which will take a little bit more time. And first I'm going to use these two shades right here. These are called Sandalwood and Henna. And I'm going to start off using, of course, my Sigma E40 brush and this shade Sandalwood, and applying this all up in my crease. You know what the struggle is when you are a makeup artist in Holland? Well, struggle for me, because I like to have makeup that is very out there. I love my wing to be long. Most of the times people are so sweet and they're like, oh, I love your makeup, but it's nothing for me because I'm afraid what people will think. And I'm like, that's actually a shame, because I thank you for the compliment, but you shouldn't be wearing my look because you don't like it, or you're not able to do it, but not because you're afraid of what people will think. That's just my opinion, okay? That's how I think about it. And sometimes people can be very rude, or I don't know, they just cannot handle a very different type of makeup. Because a few weeks ago I was wearing a very blue lip, like very vibrant blue. You know what I actually really love? I have this orangey eyes and then a bold blue lip. And there was this lady, I turned around and she wanted to have some help, some advice, and she looked at me and she was like, wow, you have blue lips. And I was like, in my head, I was like, you really think I didn't know that I was wearing blue lips? Like, I don't know. So I just keep my mouth shut. And I was like, yeah, that's correct. And she was like, wow, that is blue. And again, I'm like, I know. And at that point, you know, the connection between the customer and me, it's not perfect, because she didn't say that she liked it, and she doesn't have to. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm looking for lipstick, but it has to be natural, but not something you're wearing. I'm like, okay, I get it. You know, I know you don't like it, but just leave it. You know, it's okay. You wear your new lip, I wear my blue lip. It's okay. But anyway, let's keep it positive. For the eyelid, I am going in with this highlighter by Raquelle, and I'm going to use a MAC 242 brush again, and I'm just making my brush a little bit damp with Smashbox primer water. You can use just water, but I'm lazy. And this is what I have in front of me. Okay, so I'm going back in with cocoa shade, just to darken it a little bit more. And I'm going to add a little bit of black, but just the tiniest amount. And of course, no Indian look without eyeliner. This time I'm going to use the MAC brushstroke, and I'm gonna shut up because I cannot talk and do my eyeliner. This eyeliner is actually pretty good. Okay, so of course lashes on this side, and I'm going to use the Hudabeauty Raquelle mink lashes. Okay, so for this side, I am not going to use lashes. I'm just going in with some mascara. And what I'm using is the Dior Pump and Volume mascara, but I'm first going to curl them. I do notice that a lot of Dutch people like mascara, like they live for mascara. That's a thing that I heard a lot. Like when I ask, like, what is your daily makeup routine? What do you do? They're like, oh, I just, you know, do nothing, but I just add some mascara and I'm fine. So mascara is one thing they do wear. Okay, so mascara is on. This one is actually pretty good. We are going to do the face. So on this side, I am going in with the Benefit Porefessional. And on this side, I'm going to use the Smashbox primer water. Okay, so first on this side, I'm going to color correct all my dark areas. And I'm using this MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in Peach Lustre. And on this side of the face, I'm going to use the very full coverage Hudabeauty Faux Filter Foundation. And on this side, I'm going to use MAC Face and Body. Face and Body I'm going to apply using my Beauty Blender. And Hudabeauty, I'm going to use my Sigma F80 brush. F84. And then on this side, I'm using MAC Face and Body. I'm not going to apply too much. Just going to keep it natural. Okay, time for concealer. And on this side, I'm just going to use the concealer right under my eyes, just to, you know, make it a little bit more even with my face. And on the other side, I'm going to use the Nars Soft Matte Concealer in Ginger. But we're going to apply it like a lot more than this. There we go. And to make it a little bit more highlighted, we're going to use a Light Boost by MAC. This side actually looks like an Indian bridal makeup look. Let me know in the comment down below if you want me to do a Indian bridal makeup tutorial with the traditional clothing and stuff like that. Maybe I should do that. And before we're going to set everything with powder, I am going to highlight this side with Cover FX, you know, drop thingy. Okay, so now it's time to set the concealer, and on the Indian side, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It powder. And on the other side, I'm going to use MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in medium golden. Okay, so before I am going to do blush and bronzer and stuff like that, I'm going back to this side because I want a cream contour. And I'm using this Fenty Beauty contouring stick in the shade Truffle. And for highlighter on this side, I'm going back in with the Raquelle Gilded Honey. And on the other side, I'm going to use the oh so popular Soft and Gentle. I'm not going to use a lot because on my skin, sometimes it's a bit too white, but if I use a little bit, it is okay. Yeah. Okay, so to set this part of my face, I'm going to use MAC Studio Fix Powder in the shade NC40 to give me that ultimate full coverage look. I'm just gonna pat it onto my face. And for the other side, I'm going to use MAC Medium Golden Skin Finish. Another thing that is very popular in Holland, bronzer. Everyone loves a good bronzer. Sometimes people just, you know, apply it all over their face. I'm like, that's a bit orange. But you know, just gotta do whatever you want to do. So we're going in with bronzer and we're gonna use a lot. And of course, I'm using Give Me Some because it's the most popular one. And for bronzer on the other side, I am going in with some Glowy Bronzer Rocks by Contourcosmetics. And then it's time to go back to the eyes, and on this side I'm going to mix these two colors together and maybe a little bit of black, but we'll see if I'm going to do that. Oh wait, before I'm going to do that, adding a little bit of that black shade, and then of course some eye kohl in my eyes. This is Feline by MAC. And on the other side, I am going to use this shade and that shade just on the lower lash line, but a little bit more towards the outer part. I'm not going to take it all the way in like I did on this. And I'm not going in with black, but I'm going in with a white eye color on my waterline, and that's because a white eye color or a lighter shade is going to make your eyes appear bigger. That's what I hear often. I think I can say that a lot of Indian girls have big eyes, and here in Holland people like to have like that open look, to have it more, you know, brighter and fresh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply this pencil on my waterline, and on the inner corner I am applying some soft and gentle. And on both sides I am going to apply mascara on the lower lashes. There we go. Time for lips. I have two liquid lipsticks. I have Dance With Me by MAC, and then I have Hudabeauty Flirt, which is a natural shade, which I'm going to use on this side, and then the dark bold red on that side. I don't know if I will be able to do this because, you know, these are liquid lipsticks and I want to have like this straight line, so, you know, I'm gonna try. I totally forgot blush, so on this side I'm going to use Lovejoy and Orgasm by Nars on that side. So yeah guys, that was the video, Dutch makeup versus Indian makeup. I really enjoyed making this video. If you are from Holland, please don't be offended by the things I say. Maybe you are wearing a bold makeup look like this, and that is fine, but I just did the makeup based on my experience as a makeup artist and like what I see 9 out of 10 times, like the way customers are, the way they wanted to have their makeup. This is what I do for them because that's what they asked me to do. So yeah, please, all love, don't be negative. It's not a negative video. I will never ever do that. I will never ever try to hurt someone. Not at all. I just love making this video for you. So yeah, if you have any questions, if you want to tell me something, or if you want to see a video of me doing a full Indian bridal makeup tutorial with the traditional clothing, then please comment down below and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.